Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to Build Your Best Life. I'm Coach Deborah. Welcome to Thursday Live with Coach Deborah. I'm excited to have you here with us today. I appreciate it so very, very much. So get ready for a great, great session today. Please make sure that you like, comment, and share. Share, share, share. We love it, love it, love it when you share. But thank you again so much for tuning in today. As you know, this year is all about building your blueprint for success. So we are building on that this entire year. So we are welcoming you again for another topic in that direction. Now, our theme for August is Blueprint for Next Level Learning. Blueprint for Next Level Learning. And when we talk about that next level learning, that means that all knowledge and skills is not only based on education type information. There's other things that come into your education and being successful. That's wisdom, how to treat others, respecting yourself. There's different types of learning. So if there is a lot that goes into that next level learning. And so we want to make sure that you are equipped. You got it. You got a little tidbit of what to expect in different areas of your life and different aspects of learning. Today, my topic is going to be UCCU. UCCU. Wow. I told y'all I had to tune in to find out what in the world is she talking about. UCCU. Well, I'll tell you. So you might not remember all of this, so get your pads and pens ready. Get ready to take some notes. So there's a learning process. UCCU is what I'm breaking it down to. You might not find that anywhere else, but that's what I'm calling it, UCCU. So we're going to talk about it a little bit today. And what that stands for is unconscious incompetence, conscious competence, conscious competence, and unconscious competence. That's a mouthful of U's and Z's, isn't it? So I'm going to say them again. Unconscious incompetence, conscious incompetence, conscious competence, and unconscious competent. Whew. Mouthful, mouthful, mouthful. Well, unconscious incompetence is something that I say all the time. You don't know what you don't know. That's what that means. You're not conscious of what you don't know. Very, very simply put. Okay? Then the second one, unconscious incompetence, you are keenly aware of what you don't know. So you just into that first stages of, oh, okay. So you're getting into it. So you still don't really know, but you are aware that you don't know at this point. That's the difference. You don't know that you don't know, but you know that you don't know, is that second one. The third one is conscious competence. So now you begin to feel more competent in that you just learned. So you are aware that you are grasping it, you are getting it. Okay. And then the last one, unconscious competence. So now you're competent, but you're not so much thinking about it. So it's like when you learn something and you can actually do it with your eyes closed because you know it just that well. Okay. So though that is what the UCCU stands for, and I'm going to delve a little more deeply into it, not too deep, but a little bit more. Okay. So the learning process starts with a target objective. And so then at that point, you are not at a competent level, but you gain confidence. And then you know it so well that you do it without thinking. Now that's next level learning. Okay, that's next level learning. Consider experiences you've had with learning something new, such as learning to tie your shoes or how to drive a car. You probably began by showing interest in the process. You know, like a little child, you tie their shoes for them all the time, and then it's like, I can do it, I can do it. But they can't really do it. You know, so they try, but they struggle. And then with practice and getting to do it routinely, then it becomes what? Routine. They got it. They got it. Oh, I can tie my own shoes. It's second nature. Well, these experiences were all part of the learning process, which can be described in the 4 stages that I mentioned earlier. Okay, so the first stage that we talked about is unconscious competence, unconscious incompetence. That's the first one. That's stage 1. And this is likely going to be the easiest learning stage because you don't know what you don't know. So then when you find out something, it's like that aha moment, right? So you kind of eager and you want to get to do it. So during this stage, you mainly are showing that interest in something, or you're preparing to do something, as in learning. And for example, if you wanted to learn how to dance, right? And it's like nothing that you've done before, then you begin to, like it's like when they started line dancing, I'll say, okay, you had never seen it, never done it. So it's like you didn't know what you didn't know. But now you like, oh, I want to learn that. So what do? You might watch some videos. You might know a friend that does it. You'll ask them, hey, can you show me how you do that? Or you may even go take a class. You can get a private instructor, but then you do something to show you what you don't know, because you, at this point, you don't know it at all. That first stage, you don't know. It's just been introduced. And so that in that stage one, again, you are trying to learn. So this stage may be a long stage for you, because again, this was something that you didn't know. It's being introduced. So you really got to get in there, get your feet wet, learn all of this good stuff, right? So that's what happens in that first stage, unconscious incompetence. All right. The second stage, conscious incompetence. So now I know what it was that I didn't know before. I know I still don't know it, but I know that I don't know it, right? So I can do something about that, right? So this stage can be sometimes the most difficult for learners, because you're really, really interested in it. You want to get in there. You want to learn how to do it. So in stage one, you're learning, you're just finding out about it, but now you're really wary, but you really want to learn. So then you get these skills either from that instructor, you start watching those videos consistently because you want to get it. And so I know I don't know how to do it, but so I'm gonna try to watch them. Okay, in your feet, and you're trying to get those dances, and you just really, really working at it. And so like you still working with the dancing as an example. So now you're trying to get those steps, so now there's this thing with line dancing and all these different line dances, and you still don't know how to do it, but you're working, and there's so many different ones, and sometimes people put a twist on it so they don't do it alike, and you're trying to watch. So depending on how you're trying to learn, and you might try to do some of it all, watch the videos, get the instructor, watch other people do it. And so you're really, really delving into trying to get a little bit more into it and to understand it a little bit better, because again, you're at this point now where you are conscious that you don't know what's going on. You don't know what's going on. So you got to get it right. Okay, so then the next one that you're going to get into is conscious competence. Conscious competence. So you're learning those steps, and you're getting into it, but now. So you're getting a little better with it. Right? So you begin to master it somewhat. So there are some parts of that learning that you feel confident about, some that you still are getting to know, but right now you're conscious that, hey, you getting it. Hey, you're liking it. Ooh, yeah, girl, let's go. I'm ready. I got the steps now. I know I'm not perfect, but I got the steps. I know the difference in the different ones. This one is this, and this one is that. So, I'm learning. And so then you begin again to feel more confident, because you're conscious that you got those steps and you've been working on it and you are getting it. Again, that's the conscious competence. You are getting it. And again, if you just tune in, it's the UCCU. We're on stage 3. And so as you doing these dance steps, you may make a misstep sometimes. You may get, the song music comes on and you jump up and those steps doesn't go with that song. But you're getting it. So the mistakes are not as often. The instructor is saying, hey, yeah, you're doing really, really well. So you've been working on that repetition. And so now you're conscious that you're competent. You're getting it. You got it. Hey, you're liking it, right? So that is, you get into that point, you get into that point until you get to stage 4. Stage 4 is unconscious competence. And that one sounds weird to me when I had to keep looking at it. Unconscious competence. But he's like, I'm okay, I'm not conscious of my competence, but it's really, really good when you get down into it and you understand. Okay, the final stage at which learners have successfully practiced, you've repeated the steps, the process, whatever it was, that dancing that we be using it is the dancing as our example, but it could have been learning how to drive, whatever it is, you have been consistent with it. You have been doing those repetitious steps. And so you have been doing it on a consistent basis. Now you got it. You got it. You got it. Hello, Dan. You got it. You got it. You're mastering it, right? Right. So now you can do it so well. When you hear that song come out there, you ready to get out there on the floor and you're like, hey, I got it. Let's go. Let's go. You're just doing it. You're just doing it. And you're doing it to the point where what? You can do it with your eyes closed because you got it now. So that's why it's unconscious competence, because you got it so good that you can do it without thinking about it, without watching anybody else, without even, keep it in your mind. Okay, next I got to do this. You just know how to do it. You just been doing it till you have mastered it now. So that is that unconscious competence. Do it without even thinking about it. So you have arrived. Stage 4, you have got it. So that practice, that consistency, all of that has paid off. So now you have it so well till you're like, that was fun. I really enjoyed that. I've learned line dancing. Maybe now I want to try something else. Maybe I want to try ballet. Maybe I want to try hip hop. Maybe I want to do something else. But it is a process that you go through. And like I said, it can be the same thing with driving. So you've seen your parents drive, you kind of paid attention, but you really didn't. And then when they say, do you want to try to drive? Or you say, oh, I want to learn how to drive. You think in your mind, oh, I just get there and I just, steer the car. But then you realize, oh, no. It's much more to it than that. I got to start the car. There's different gears. It's park, it's reverse, it's neutral. Then I got to make sure that my seat is right. I got to make sure my mirrors are correct. The brakes down there, and something gave. One makes the car go, one makes it stop. I don't put one foot on one and one foot on the other. I got to use one foot and do both. So now I know driving is something that I didn't know that I didn't know. I thought it was a piece of cake, but I didn't know what I didn't know. And I don't know how to drive. So it's a whole entire process, and you got to go through these 4 stages. So when doing the research, I just thought it was amazing. And like I always say, lifelong learning, you can learn something new every day. So when you talk about that next level education, you really want to delve into getting to know how to do things at an entirely different level. And you can get it done. Hi, Deacon Holmes. Thank you so much for tuning in. And it is just so interesting when you can do this and learn. So next level learning, next level. And, when I started out, I said, it's not all about books or going to college or going to a trade school or something. It's different types of learning that you can get. It's next level. So I hope that this helped you. So remember, and I give them to you again in a nutshell. Remember the 4 stages: unconscious incompetence. You don't know what you don't know. Okay. Conscious incompetence. You know that you don't know. Conscious competence. You're confident about what you are learning. And then that last one is unconscious competence. You know it so well, you can do it with your eyes closed. So that's next level. Again, thank you so much for tuning in today. You could have been anywhere else, so I am excited that you decided to tune in and share with us here at Build Your Best Life. Please tune in this Saturday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Saturday Morning Reel. My topic is going to be trends. Trends. Tune in to see what that's all about. I do appreciate you all joining in, being a part of Build Your Best Life. This is some of the most fun that I have during the week is tuning in, being able to spend some time with all of you to share what I've learned so that you can learn this, you can build your best life. So I love it. I love it, love it, love it. And everybody, please, please, please don't forget, this year we are declaring Jeremiah 29:11 over everyone's life. You know, God has the plans that He has for your life. And He won't, sometimes you just feel like, oh me, oh my, woe is me. But God wants you to have the plans that He has for you. He wants you to have prosperity. He doesn't want you to have disaster. And He also wants you to have the future that you hope for. So please design your blueprints for success based on the plans that God has for you. Put in the work, use all the next level learning tools, and build your best life. And remember, building your best life is our business. That's not a slogan, it's our commitment. I love you. Be blessed. Stay safe. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I hope to see you Saturday morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Saturday Morning Reel. Be blessed.